skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to the banks of Lake Washington and beautiful Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action.
Start us off.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Looking for some space. It's Hill. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid game, getting closer to midfield now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down and 10. Hand off to the right side. Solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Could take it all the way. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Penn State.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Gets the first and still running. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Good job by this Washington offense to be able to execute there and pick up this first down. And this back is starting to really show what he's all about, that combination of speed and power, living up to that lofty standards that Washington running backs have.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Gets made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
A direct snap. Looks like Washington will have the first down.
I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. He hands it off from the gun. As the first down is still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and his back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he goes down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yardage on that pass play.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. He lost the ball. It's a wild scramble. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Try here for the extra point. And it's good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the grab. It's Hayes. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Pass caught. Second down now. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Grab behind the line. It's Lewis. Finding space at the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field for a very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
The PAT is good. They go up for touchdown, 14-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would get better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On the ground, it's Hill. He finds some space. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball for 31.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. They'll feed the back again. First down, looking for more now. Now here he goes. You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down after a short gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Second down after that previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Crucial third down play right here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to scramble. Fires it to the wideout. Makes a diving grab there. That was beautiful.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. And through one quarter, it's been a duel of big-time receivers showing out early in this one. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. And it's a direct snap. Nowhere to run up the middle.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Third down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, Huskies. They finish off the scoring drive. But they were backed up to start the drive with some bold play calling, great execution. We reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. The BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And they heave it deep downfield. That is broken up and incomplete.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip. He saw the ball and just swatted it away.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Nittany Lions will have to kick this away. That's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's an out route, the catch made. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain getting closer to midfield.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had. This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Myles Gaston.
Direct snap. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. A little first down trickery doesn't work that time.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but, man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff to the single back. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it with room to run. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Defense stuffing the runner. Ball still spotted at the 2-yard line.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
Man, I really thought on 2nd goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead try to catch the defense napping by running, and man, does it backfire.
Here we go. 3rd and goal coming up. I'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. First down, looking to throw the football. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. And here's the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go. Now, give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Turns it loose downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Second and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's got the 1st and still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. He escapes the pocket. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Great play. And the Nittany Lions come to the line to run the hurry up. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. On the ground, it's Hayes.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He'll try a pass here, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Man, when a quarterback starts moving around like that, you move into what some defensive coordinators would call a second play because it becomes almost like backyard football at that point. But that was a good job by the defense playing discipline and forcing the incompletion.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Oh, and he didn't get there. The defense makes a stop against this excellent 3rd down offense. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. He lets it go on the move. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a 1st down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Close to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. The Huskies come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. What a catch! Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
And they'll take over.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Fires it on the move. Catch is made down the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. The important 3rd down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
They start the drive here looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking deep to the right side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Huskies will kick this away to start the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. And they bring them down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. The offense now operating in empty. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Great job by this defense once again on that third down, and now we get to fourth down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on fourth down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
On a tight game like this, you're on the road. Why not take a chance? Go for it, you hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to scramble. On the run here, lets it go. Pulls it in. It's Lewis. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
And this is why this guy is so tough to defend. The athleticism and quickness to be able to make a play when it looks like nothing is there. Uses his feet to evade the pressure and fires an absolute dart for a first down.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Press coverage now from the secondary. Looking to throw it again. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Makes it second down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he's got it. No problem.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
First down and goal now. Can they punch it in? Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play. Bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Gets rid of it on the move. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Touchdown, Penn State. And they jump on top here in the second half. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they'll run it into the end zone until they go up by a touchdown here. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And they'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He bring it back, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. Washington has moved into the red zone. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Bringing pressure. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Breaks into the open. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Well, this has proven to be a fun one for 2 teams testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to make the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win.
But, Chris, this is a huge opportunity, still with the game in balance. Who's going to be able to secure this victory, not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, it's incomplete and very nearly intercepted. They waste an opportunity for a much-needed takeaway there.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's third down. He's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
The Nittany Lions will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. And the Nittany Lions will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Moves out of the pocket. Quick throw to his receiver. The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44. Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. There's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Shotgun formation here on third down. Quick throw over the middle. Cook with room to run. Finding space at the 20. Goes out of bounds, but a huge pickup on the play to wrap up the third quarter. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Trying to run it. It's Hill. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Tackled after the completion. Offense will now set up inside the 5.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. He keeps it on the design run. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
And on 4th down, they line up in the Wildcat. What's the call here? Direct snap. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Huskies.
Chris, I love this throwback approach by this offensive coordinator. 4th down and goal. What the heck? Get behind this offensive line. Trust that they're going to win that surge up front and give the ball to the back for the touchdown.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. First play of the drive, they've come out throwing. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Quick pass. Here comes the jet sweep. It's a safety for the defense.
I mean, how about this? Late in the game, you need a stop, and not only does your defense do the job, but they also give you the lead as well. Now just to figure out what to do after you get the ball on the free kick. Got some time left. It's time to be very cautious and smart with the football.
And your Washington Huskies will take over
And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Direct snap to the back. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
A short completion of the tight end. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Washington. This offense is still clicking.
Boy, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
PAT is good, so the lead is 9. Momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll throw it now. Nice grab. It's Hayes.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Completion makes it second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Gets the ball on as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And the fourth down pass is incomplete, but there is a flag. This is a big call. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. Chewing clock with the running game. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Give it to the back again. Finding space at the 20. Many steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Washington now operating in the red zone. They're going to run it here. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Ball handed off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal. And that play should secure an upset. Kirk, this is a team that told us, forget the rankings. We're here to make a strong statement as we get to the stretch run, and they've done that today.
Well, these guys really looked apart today. Stepped up when a lot of people had questions if they could play in this kind of game. The answer is yes. Now they have to handle being that team with expectations. Not every team handles that well, but I'm excited to see how they deal with that in the coming weeks.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And the offense will just take a knee. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.